107.5.
Okay.
Hey, Nick!
Hello? Adam, hang on 1 second, buddy.
Sure.
Make sure that that we have on the car. Nick! Make sure we got on the car at Twitter. You know, Hoff. Well, we have to have something on there that says Hoff. And we have to have something on there that's got, we'll bring the graphics ourselves. Okay? The Twitter number. Okay?
Hey, buddy. I started doing the gumball rally in New York City, and we just jumped in and at the last minute, and then they're telling me I can't put pictures of beautiful piranhas and girls on there. And so I was, so it was too late. But that's cool. Anyway, what's up, buddy?
Beautiful piranhas, huh?
Well, I was going to say piranhas and something else, but I can't really say both those words together. Although in the movie you can pretty much do anything, because it's just 3D. Wild.
Tell me, Mr. Hasselhoff, how did you prepare to play Mr. Hasselhoff?
Well, I went into a deep trance, and every night I meditated, and I read David Hasselhoff's book to kind of trying to find out who he was about. I spent probably 2 days eating cheeseburgers. I also I prepared by looking at old Baywatches that he was in, and then I talked to his children, Taylor Ann and Haley, and spoke to them at length about what it's like living with their father. And then I visited the Berlin Wall and saw exactly the part where he did crack that exact spot. And I stood on the wall for a while, and I actually cried because it was emotional. And then I went to on the stage with the director, and the director and I did some kind of an emotional recall where you lie down and you go into your childhood memories. And if you were David Hasselhoff, what would have been your first big toy? And it was a go-kart. It came to me. It was a go-kart, like Knight Rider. It was really weird how it all kind of came into that. And what was your second favorite thing? It was the beach. And I was like, wow, this is so. That's how I did it. And I think it worked because I was able to play him and kind of get to the essence of him, especially when the line, holy I'm old. That was a hard line for me to do because I don't feel old, and I never say the word holy together. I've said but never holy and but that was the hardest part, is saying holy I'm old. But I got through it. And then also I did get some blood in my eye when I was making the film. But the best part about it was I just kept going. And the director said, God, that's fantastic. And if you look really closely, you'll see me trying to clear my eye during the movie.
You're a pro, no doubt about it. So you say you got to the essence of David Hasselhoff. In a sense, you were born to play this part. What is the essence of David Hasselhoff?
The essence of David Hasselhoff is, mostly sushi. I think that, without sushi, there would be no David Hasselhoff, because sushi is like the perfect way of describing the insides of David Hasselhoff. He's like, protein, clean, and easy. That's how I feel about myself. I feel I'm protein, I'm clean, and I'm very easy to eat.
That is a remarkable combination. Did you, make any sushi out of any piranhas?
No. The piranhas on the set were disgustingly stupid and not real. And similar to the breasts on a lot of the girls. So I was very appalled at the in fact, the the piranhas were actually more attractive than a lot of the girls, because the girls were like laying there in blood and half of them eaten, and it was horrible. But I had to endure it. It was a very, very tough shoot for me.
It sounds very difficult. Did your experience on Baywatch prepare you for this in some way?
No, nothing prepared me for this movie. Nothing, and I'll never be the same ever again. Nothing, especially when I watched the movie and they used a lot of outtakes that I didn't know we even made. And so the movie was over, and the movie was not over. And the movie wasn't over for about a year and a half, and this just kept going on. And so I think every stupid outtake that I did was left in the movie.
Were there some lines that you were embarrassed by?
Sorry?
Were there any lines you were embarrassed by?
No, nothing. No, nothing embarrasses me.
You never uttered an embarrassing line in your life.
I have never. No, the only thing, the only line was that the hardest line that I ever had to say in my life was, "I'm David Hasselhoff," and that was in SpongeBob, and I couldn't figure out how to say it. So I had a director come over and give me a line reading, which was really kind of demeaning and humiliating. But he did give me the line.
What was so difficult about phrasing that line?
I couldn't say it. And that's the truth. I could not. How the do I say this line? Well, you say it like you're a superhero. I'm David Hasselhoff. So I said, oh, okay. I'm David Hasselhoff. Because it's just, it was just funny. It's just too funny. My problem is people seem to laugh at me, but the one who laughs harder than anybody is me. I mean, I laugh at everything, and I laugh at things like, things that are supposed to be drastic, and oh my God, it's like my manager doesn't want me to do Chelsea lately. I said, why not? What's wrong? Come on! I'm having a blast, and who cares? Once you realize that life isn't fair and it's a bit of a joke, then you can get on your Hoff train and take a ride.
The Hoff train. Now, is there a difference between David Hasselhoff and the Hoff?
The Hoff has taken over David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff really doesn't know who he is anymore. Everywhere I go, it's the Hoff. People. I did a video with the train, and I'm featured in there. And they said when I came in, the guy, his name is Pat, the lead singer. He says, "Should I call you Hoff or Mr. Hoff?" Or I said, "No, you should call me V." So I'm V now.
Well, that doesn't sound confusing at all.
Yeah, V.
Now, V, did you compose the song that you sing in this?
We made that song up on the spot.
Really?
We had the keyboard. You can have a little keyboard on your iPhone, right? So we were playing on the keyboard, and a guy came in and I said, "Well, get it." So Props comes in with his keyboard, and we just started hitting these notes, and the director was Clu Gallagher's son. What was the director's first name? John? I don't know. I can't remember. John Gallagher?
Yes, John.
It's John. And Clu Gallagher was like a superhero to me when I was growing up. Clu Gallagher was Billy the Kid. You wouldn't even remember him. And that was the coolest thing ever. And he was and John really had a take on let's play a character really real, that you really believe this, and so we just sat there and, love hunter, he comes in a lane, love hunter, and then 2 chicks for me, and we just made that up, and all we required was, I said, all I require for this scene is 2 girls. I cannot have just one girl because my reputation will be over. and they wanted them naked, and no, I said no. If they have them naked, then no one will watch me. So we made sure that the girls were clothed. But in the end, I kind of wish they were naked because they were really pretty.
Last question.
Now, are there any plans for? Oh wait, let me. If this is my last one, I want to make it count. Are you a fan of the genre? And if so, what are your 5 favorite horror movies?
God, well, Exorcist is number 1. I think Cape Fear is number 2. The Shining is number 3. Was the one with Sissy Spacek? Was it Halloween?
Oh, Carrie.
Carrie? Yeah, Carrie. Oh God, Carrie. And then the other one was, I think, was for me a horror movie was Jaws.
Yeah, very horrific. Similar to 3D without the double Ds, really.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think now back when they look at movies, you'll see Citizen Kane, The Seventh Seal, 2001, Gone with the Wind, and then Piranha, 3 Double D. It'll definitely be there. There's no question about it. And then I'm hoping to be in the sequel. And of them, I've already heard that it could be called Piranhas on a Plane, which could be really interesting.
Well, I certainly look forward to that.
Me too. Yeah, that'd be really crazy. All right, man.
Mr. Hasselhoff, I appreciate it.
All right, take care. Take care.
So much.
Good talking to you.
Good talking to you, too.
Take care.
Bye now.
John Gulager, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Why?
Rooney and Moon in the morning.
The High Plains Best Mix.
Mix 107.5.